Good morning, everyone. Today we're working on the Beamer, but first gotta change a couple of sway links on my girlfriend's car. So here we go. Out with the old and in with the new.
And now for something completely different.
Alright, so today we're going to be changing the shocks on the rear there. But just a quick comparison view. This is what the front looks like. I think these ones, the front is pretty solid. Not too old, not sagging or anything. And then the rear looks like this. It's pretty good fitment, if that's what it was supposed to look like. I don't think it is. It kind of looks like it's, compared to that, it looks like it's squatted, like a squatted truck. So I'm gonna fix that, hopefully, get it sort of level. And yeah, so as you can tell, it's cold as it's not that cold, it's like 32. Changing this spring, these perches here, top and bottom, right there, and then we're going to be changing this shock as well. So, and the parts I'm using are, I've got this KYB shock, gas shock here, pretty cheap. I think it was like 25 bucks a piece. It's not really big, so shouldn't be shouldn't break the bank at all. Literally, this is it compared to my hand. Pretty small. Yeah. part number. Whatever. But yeah, that's what it looks like. And then this is the part number for the lower shim. That's what it looks like there. And the part number for the upper shim right here. The upper one is thinner, so this is like 5 mil, and this is 7.5 mil for the lower. So there's that. Then this is the new spring. This one is it doesn't have that tapered end to it, so it's a little bit shorter. That's like 2-3 mil shorter than this one. Kind of tapers off at the bottom, if you can see, I guess. Kind of tapers off, stops it there. So a little bit different, but same function. All right, so we're gonna be taking. This is the top mount of the shock, so there's a bolt here and then a bolt on the other side, and then probably that middle bolt too, because that bushing is too wide for the hole. So yeah, let's get to it. Also, you're gonna want something to support the control arm whole assembly here, because once you release, the only thing holding this up for the most part is this shock right now, this bolt down here, right there, and then these 2 bolts up there that I'm loosening up. So you want to have like a brick or a jack or something. Just, I would use a smaller jack just so that it's nice and adjustable, because if you see right now, if I'm lifting it up, that's how this is compressing and all that stuff. So you're gonna want to have it to where it's nice and supported. Hey guys, welcome back. Day whatever. Just realized I left the new links in the house, so I gotta get those. But yeah, we're gonna take a crack at it. The lighting is pretty good right now. Gosh, it looks so beautiful. You're welcome, America.
People come up to me all the time and say, you should be a model, or you look just like a model, or maybe you should try to be a man who models.
So first order of business is to get that link off the sway bar. Alright, so as you can see, I got it sort of at the tip of the sway bar with this channel lock. Alright, I'm about to use this Harbor Freight spring compressor tool. Take these springs off. I think it's a little too big for what I'm supposed to use it for, but let's try. Alright, so the spring itself is too small for what I was doing, but it kind of worked out. I got it kind of set up just right, and the bolts going through, you know, just in between the CV axle and the lower control arm. So it kind of worked out, but the way this one works, it like this thing bottoms out, and then when it bottoms out, it pulls the threaded side up and then squeezes and then compresses the spring, so you can take it out. So you can see, as you can see, it's kind of already off of the perch that it was on before. So I'm gonna keep cranking on it, and hopefully don't die. It's got these locks on it. These are $34 at Harbor Freight. If you go to like Napa, O'Reilly's, all that, they sell their kit for $70 at some point. If you look at it, if you compare them side by side, they look pretty much the same sort of mechanism and the same exact style, where it's got the locking pins on it. At O'Reilly's, I think it's like 60 bucks. Napa's always more expensive. It's probably like 80 bucks, 70 something. 80 bucks with tax. So $34, I don't think, I mean, even if it breaks now, it's like, dude, I go get another one, right? It's lifetime. So shout out Harbor Freight, sponsor me. And for all those people who are probably thinking like, why is he only using one? There's literally no room for another one. Like, there's just no room. There's just no room. Look, like this one is rubbing against the CV axle. It's bending so much. Where would I put the other one, you know? Like maybe right here, but maybe I should try that actually. The second one didn't really fit that well. This bolt's supposed to bottom out here and then start pulling, so it's supposed to come out at the bottom just like this one does, right? So it bottoms out and then pulls the threaded side up and the threads go down the bottom. I wouldn't be able to do that because the control arm is right in the way there, but I'm using it as like a safety. This is almost all the way compressed and finally can remove the spring. This is just, yeah. So I'm using the second one just like as a, hey, just in case the other one fucking blows up in my face. This one at least can hold it, you know? So here we go. Okay. What a beautiful wedding. Alright. Alright. So here it is. What's left of it. This, I wanted to reuse this top insulator. I have a different style one, but I guess I won't be able to rip it open. So a bunch of rust on the bottom there. I don't know where that's from, but it's probably right there then. Yeah. That's the top perch. It's gonna be rusty, I mean. It's just metal with rubber, keeping the water in there. And then the bottom is the metal perch is right here. So I'm gonna clean that up, clean everything up, take this sway link off, replace the sway link, because I got a new one of those, and get that new spring on. Okay, so I have realized that I've ran into an issue. So as you can see, this is the bottom perch right here. This is the bottom perch for the spring. It's welded onto the welded on here onto the control arm. So just like that. There's supposed to be a nipple similar to that on here on the top one. So I knew it was too easy to get that spring off. So what has happened is that this nipple has rotted off. So we are in a bit of a pickle, and I'm pretty sure the same thing is gonna happen to my left side one as well. So I'm either going to, I've taken some measurements already. It's about 5 inches diameter. It's just a perfect circle. So, and I think it's like kind of riveted on somehow. So what I'm gonna have to do is basically take this existing panel off, and it kind of ties into the body a bit. So what I'm gonna have to do is take this panel off, chisel it off, whatever I have to do to get it off, and then clean the area and weld a reinforcement plus the nipple on there for both sides. I knew it was too easy to get that spring off. So what I'm actually gonna do is, once I'm cleaned it up, ready to go, I'm going to put the spring in and then tack it while it's on, while the spring is on, maybe, if I have space around it. Oh man, probably just gonna have to get 2 spring compressors and try to compress it as much as possible. So that's the dilemma, and I think that is going to be it for this video. So yeah, that's kind of how it goes with these kind of projects. You don't want to be welding, right? It's supposed to be just springs, shocks, and sway links. But it's going to take a bit of welding to get it back to where it needs to be. And I don't want to half-ass it, put it back together just to, you know, have the top end of the spring just, you know, fly out all of a sudden. So what I'm going to do is either make my own little plates, 5-inch wide plates, which shouldn't be that hard. We'll get it squared away. That's going to be it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. Kind of a bummer, but we're going to get it back to what it needs to be. See you in that next video. We're going to be welding. Stay tuned.